Husband tries to murder his deaf wife by turning on the gas. He quietly pointed the camera at his wife's face. Then he deliberately put the phone on speaker. He loudly said in front of his wife that he had turned on all the gas in the house. The woman would surely die today. Then the man used sign language to tell his wife that he was going outside to answer a call. Little did he know, his deaf wife had already regained her hearing. After the man left, she also noticed the camera at the corner of the table. Meanwhile, the man had already met with the woman's stepsister. They monitored the wife's every move through a phone, in order not to reveal the secret of her hearing restoration. So she naturally blocked the camera by placing a cup of tea. This immediately aroused the suspicion of the two. They hurried home to check the situation. Meanwhile, the woman desperately used smoke to trigger the alarm system to save herself. But by then, the man was already at the door. When they pushed the door open, they found that the wife was nowhere to be seen. The room was filled with the pungent smell of gas. They quickly opened all the windows in the house. When they turned around, they saw the wife lying unconscious on the floor. They breathed a sigh of relief and pretended to show concern. Checking on her, they called the woman's name tentatively. Seeing no reaction from the wife, the stepsister quickly urged the man to carry out the final step of their plan. As long as the woman was completely dealt with, her billions of assets would be theirs. The man pulled out a knife from behind and viciously aimed to stab his wife. Unexpectedly, the property management arrived with a team of security guards. They said they had received a fire alarm, so they came to check if anyone was injured. The woman seized the moment to slowly get up from the floor. She pretended to be unaware and asked her husband what had just happened. The man lied that the room was too stuffy and the wife fainted from exhaustion. The woman asked why there were so many people at home. The man explained that the alarm had malfunctioned. Then he sent the property management away. They did not suspect the woman. The stepsister even said in front of her that now everyone knew the woman was still alive. It would be difficult to get rid of her later. The woman knew she was lucky to escape their clutches this time. To stay alive, she couldn't sit idly by. So the woman took the opportunity to tell her husband she would return to the company the next day. At this point, the man could only agree with his wife. The next day, when the woman arrived at the company, the stepsister pretended to use sign language to welcome her back, but she told the man to get rid of the deaf man. Their people in the company couldn't be discovered. Hearing everything, the woman suppressed her anger. She acted as if nothing had happened and asked the stepsister to notify everyone for a meeting. What the woman did not expect was that her husband had also arranged for his brother to work at the company. The woman immediately realized that the company might already be filled with her husband's people during her absence. To avoid alarming them, the woman continued to let her brother-in-law report on his work. Suddenly, a phone rang. The woman instinctively raised her head, but she was instantly seen by her husband and stepsister. They immediately realized that the woman might have regained her hearing.